stream.
Hello.
Välkommen.
Hello.
Howdy, fellas. Welcome to our stream, y'all.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, fellas.
It's
I'm an engineer.
we don't.
Hell yeah, fellas.
I'm an engineer. And also
Butters.
technical problems. Like your mother, Jinar. Bless her.
Oh, it's my mother.
Actually, my mother was a shaman, not
Ah,
engineer.
That actually makes me a lot of sense.
Yes.
Well, back in my day, I hammered her like I hammered a cow.
Shaman these balls.
You hammer my mother?
Yeehaw.
Can we,
Ha yee.
like immediately?
Okay. Roll 1d4. Looks like it's that's usually BB.
It's always me. Literally every single time.
Welcome to the curse of me.
Yeah.
I recapped like 5 sessions in a row, so
Yeah. So anyway, last session was another one of the fabled lore sessions. Where the party settled down to rest after the severe null attack that pretty much put everyone on death's door. As they recuperated their strength. Some members of the party decided to go on a magical journey in the forest where they recounted some of their backstory. Some of the highlights were, for example, BB possibly starting a cult. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's nothing. And, well, there was genuinely just a little bit more character, I wouldn't say development, rather just character exposition. As the party returned unified, now having regained their strength, set forth to the town, you know, where they were supposed to like do stuff. Then they kind of like spent a lot of sessions just jerking each other off or whatever.
That's okay.
And that is where we find ourselves now, standing before a ruined town.
You guys stand before this ruined town.
Thank you for repeating my sentence.
And shut the fuck up.
The fuck up.
You guys stand before this ruined town, and you initially see, you know, charred buildings, ruined pathways, holes in the ground, arrows, blood, and after like looking for a little bit, like just you took like a better glance, like in the horizon you see different you see corpses of some kinds, and you actually see, like, I would say 2 or 3 goblins just like going around, just, you know, picking up some stuff from the corpses. They take notice of you, but they don't really do anything. They just continue on what they were doing.
This is tough.
Y'all.
We'll definitely try to do a perception check to check if one of the goblins is Clump, his beloved.
It ain't humane.
Come on.
You really can't tell if any of them are Clump. You're like,
Damn it, why do all goblins look the same?
like, there's maybe some discoloration, but yeah, nothing much.
This is the side of war, Lila. Of barbarian people. Just doing this for literally their own entertainment.
I'm guessing there must be entertainment. That's a interesting conclusion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I know
think
exactly.
there has to be some sort of motivation for this kind of stuff to happen. I mean, that's why we're here.
Pure
isn't it?
enjoyment.
Yeah, sure.
Ruining people.
I'm not too sure about that. Because what if? Uh, I mean, well, if that was the case, then wouldn't this town have been gone a long, long time ago? Wouldn't that just have happened immediately? There has to have been some reason for this to happen, like something arriving. Just anything. This isn't natural.
Doesn't need to have a reason. They just did it because they wanted.
Would you risk your life just to seek enjoyment?
Not in this way, no. This is just inhumane.
No, I definitely think there's something going on here.
I wouldn't care.
I know there's a lot of people who torture for enjoy my day, but risking a laugh, their own laugh, to just destroy a city.
This was
Something deeper here. Like a token in the mail, Lila.
Yeah. Blizzard,
Yeah.
you were here before the town, yeah. Right?
Yeah, I was. I've also been there in the war.
Yeah. Are there any places that you might want to investigate?
Actually, yeah. There is one place
You wanna
I first want to go.
you wanna look for like you wanna I'm guessing you wanna try to look like for similarities of places.
Just the old shop shed where.
Yeah, I get you. I
Oxa
get you.
used to work.
Just roll me a perception or a knowledge local, either one of those.
Don't fuck it up.
Nice.
You look around and you actually see that you've entered from what essentially was the area where you actually, when you went to the dwarves to collect in the quest with Ace, you know, remember that?
Mm.
With
Yeah.
Ace and Forgrim, you know, you went up and then you went down. You're essentially on the same path. You just came in from the side. So looking straight forward, you're kind of your vision you kind of create a like you create a projection for yourself where you kind of see the old town and you're kind of reminded of how lively the town was, and you know these were technically your people as well.
Yeah.
And to your right, you see where the great town hall once stood. And to the left, you see all the stands and marketplaces that once were. And you generally know where you need to go to get to your location.
This feels like a dream. So unreal to see it up front.
More like a nightmare.
Yeah, you're correct. I'm just gonna go see something that I haven't seen in a while. And something that kind of means a lot to me.
Right?
Go
Wanna
ahead.
with you, or should we stay here?
No, you can come. It's alright.
All right.
I kinda need to grasp what happened here.
I understand that. It's pretty hard to see all this.
I'll be with you in a moment.
Alright.
So Bazaar and BB, you head to Bazaar's desired location. Lila, you're staying behind to investigate?
Yep.
What in particular? Or give me a second. I would say to investigate. What kind of like investigation are you trying to get out from this? What happened, or if there's any?
So the first thing I'm looking for, what initially, trying to find any motive in this. Reason why they not like I would like any clue of an motive. You know?
Yeah, you're looking for like hints to why it happened and like some like if they targeted an area specifically or like that.
Yeah, which were the one, or which one was the kind of the main focus on the attack? Which one of the buildings, you know?
I would say take your perception, but instead of using wisdom, you replace the wisdom with intelligence. That sounds fair.
So, plus 3. So
it's just 3 higher than normal.
Yeah.
So with a 15. With 15, let's say you spend about half an hour. It's a very big town. You look around on the corpses and you go to the biggest building first, you know, because the bigger, the more important, you're guessing. You go to this and you find a very burnt down building. It's still standing. It's not fallen down. That's one thing to take from this. Like the more sturdy buildings didn't like collapse. And inside, when you go inside, you see a type of place where armor and weapons would be, but there are none now. And you see, when you go in, you see this big, like, hall with this long table and a lot of chairs, and at the end there's a throne. And onto your left, there's also a table with tubes and flasks, but there's nothing in the flasks, and it's kind of rubbled around. There's some glass on the floor, and you see a lot of like remains of bodies. There's the corpse has like the corpse aren't even looted like through and through. They're like it just looks like it was a massacre, you know? Like they just went and came. They came and then just went back to wherever they came from. It doesn't look like they took their time to scavenge or anything.
No one alive. Like
no one alive. You count if you count the corpses, you'll get around 18 half orcs ish. Like these are buff half orcs. They're not like your average typical. They're like if Blazar was a warrior, you know, like a genuine like barbarian or fighter, you know.
Okay.
And you see that the throne has been like sliced in like a diagonal cut. You think this maybe to like represent that, you know. You think that that's maybe like from your perspective and your like thinking, you think it may be a representative of like the leaders being taken down or something. And
is the cut clean, like
it's like it's very clean. It's like there's splinters there, but you notice that either it was a very like sharp blade or someone really has a big like power through their swings. And this is quality wood. This is thick. Like this would be hard to cut.
Okay.
And when you approach the table with the glass, you kind of, if you want to investigate that, I can actually give you a Arcana. Yeah.
Okay. I can roll an Arcana.
Yeah. Yeah. You immediately get that this was once an alchemy station, and you actually, yeah, this was once an alchemy station, but you can't seem to spot any alchemist or alchemist-looking guys in here. But you see that this place, this alchemy station wasn't broken, but it looked like someone took the stuff that was on it and all that. And there are some leftover vials, like potion bottles, that you can take if you want. But
I take them gladly.
But most of the like alchemist making stuff is broken.
So all the tools and
Yeah, unfortunately.
okay.
You also stumble upon a storage room, but that's also trashed and empty and yeah. And you see that there was a pretty rough battle with all the blood and the cut marks on the pillars and like this half burnt, you know. And that's like the general what you get off this room. Jinar, I'm guessing you went with Lila?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll follow her.
Just tell me if you do anything.
Okay.
Or if you want to investigate, or yeah.
Janara, ain't much to say that they had a rough battle and all. Seems like they wanted to take down the leader pretty badly and mark it.
Yes, it definitely looked that way. But I'm glad we got through it.
Yeah. Can I search for what initially started the fire? What they used, if it's magical or non? If they started with the.
With your Arcana, you can probably still use the Arcana. You're guessing that this is not magical fire, because magical fire usually doesn't spread this much, you know. Magical fire usually just is there and then dissipates after the spell ends. And it can cause fires, but you think.
I'll aid. Sorry.
But you can also take another investigation if you want. And Jinar can aid.
Yeah.
Remember to put your intelligence on your perception instead of. So it's a -3 on your perception check.
Okay, let's.
On Jinar's, you know.
Well, am I going to roll?
Yeah, you roll perception at a +3, and Jinar is gonna try to aid.
No, my perception is wisdom, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but for investigation, we're replacing the wisdom with
Okay.
intelligence.
Oh, this is. I'll aid.
Actually, that's just enough. That's a 15. That's just enough to aid. So that's a 15, and then you get a +4, so 19. With a 19, you try to you go away from the big building and you start looking around in the marketplace, and you notice a pattern of where the flames came from. Now you've dealt with a lot of fires, a lot of arsony attempts, you know, with dealing with the law and everything.
Yeah.
So you notice the different patterns, and you think they started with the fires, with the nature around the town, like starting a wood fire to maybe get the attention of everybody, and then they started a huge raid. Where they then probably most likely set the stalls on fire, and then the fire just spread like wildfire. That's why there's so much burnt forest on the way here. So that's the gist of what you're getting in. when you're looking around, and when you would go to the general market there, it's kind of open. You see when you're walking to the marketplace, you see some goblins that are just going around like on the bodies, but they take notice on you, but they don't do anything until you like come closer, and then they just kind of like dissipate and like just run because they're maybe, I don't know, the goblins, scared. They didn't seem to have any sort of like they didn't seem to be aggressive. They were just there to plunder, I guess. You were guessing. So, and
could I? Well, I think for now I will see if I find any sign of someone halfly alive,
Yeah.
partially alive.
Yeah.
To see if there's anyone.
While you do that, we can jump over to Bazaar and BB. You guys are now on your way to Bazaar's one desired location, and after like 10 minutes of searching, you actually find it. Unfortunately, Bazaar, it's not like burned to the ground, but most of it's like piled up. Do you want to search through the rubble? Well, not rubble, but the rest of the general.
Yeah, I want.
All right, give me a just perception.
All right.
28. That's really fucking good.
Oh my god.
Do you help him, BB, or do you just watch?
I don't really know what I'm supposed to be looking for.
No, but just clearing the rubble.
Yeah, clearing the rubble.
Yeah. With BB's help, it takes around 5 minutes to get rid of everything. You don't find much, but with your perception, you kind of notice a spot on the ground, and you notice that it's like someone has dug there, and then it's been dug out. But with your sharp eyes, you actually notice that this isn't like natural. So you start digging, and in there you see this small, what's like a hand-sized chest? What's it called? Like a lockbox?
A box?
Yeah, like a small. It's like a chest, but it's like very small. It's like it can fit in your palm. A lockbox.
Oh yeah. Do I find that?
Yeah, you find that because you have sharp eyes. You dig up because you find that piece of ground that doesn't look natural. So you start to like dig, and you find that in the ground.
I open it.
You open it, and you kind of stand there. You kind of stand there for a little bit, and you kind of look at it at first, and after that was the wrong playlist. Give me a second. There it is. Once you open it, you stand there for a little second, trying to like process it, and you notice it's a gem. It's not a palm size, but like you can take your hand around it, and after like thinking of it for a while, you see you kind of remember, and you like it feels so familiar, and after a while it gets you, like after like you're standing there completely still, just you're kind of fathomed as you're trying to remember, and you remember that this is the same gem that you gave to Hoxia.
Oh man. Oh. Oh.
And
Oh
you
my
see that
God.
it's in this nice red velvet
Man.
lockbox, and you kind of shake. You kind of just standing there, like speechless. And maybe you see this, like Bazaar kind of like freezes up, and like kind of like his face kind of drops a little bit, and you kind of come back to reality, and you just take a good look at it, and as you're about like just put it back where you like on in the chest, you see a very small piece of parchment. Like it's a very small piece of paper.
I read it.
Just it's gonna take a little bit of time because it's very small. But after like reading, you read it, and what it says is, "Dear Bazaar, I'm writing this in a hurry in case we part ways. If it comes to it, I want you to know I loved you, and that
Oh my.
it's not your fault. And if everything goes astray, know that I'll wait for you. Now, if I make it, if you're seeing this letter, you most likely haven't made it, but let's hope for the best. And may our reunion be great. Either now or sometime in the future. Oxia."
Wow. Bro, I tear up.
Yeah. BB, you just see Bazaar putting the gem back in and taking out this small, like, very small parchment, and he starts reading it. And after, like, reading, you see kind of Bazaar, like, he kind of sits down and starts to tear up a little bit.
BB, after having the best piss of his life, will approach Lasor very quietly. He doesn't want to intrude a lot. He just pats his back. Doesn't say anything.
You're very saddened by this, Bazaar, and BB's comfort is nice. And you're kind of just sitting there and, you know, taking this in. And feel it's kind of nice sitting it down. You know?
Yeah.
As you haven't had, like, real time to... You didn't have a lot of time to mourn. So, kind of just taking a little bit of time to take this in and, like, embrace, like, the little bit of comfort that BB's given you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And you're sitting there taking in just... There's no sound, there's just maybe small gusts of wind, and you kind of sit there for a little bit. That's where we go back to GNR and Lila. Lila, you kind of... Do you tally up the... I'm guessing you're going to tally up the casualties?
Yep.
Yeah. You count 15 from the town hall. And after about 10 minutes of just generally looking, you scare some more goblins away, you know. Some animals also. And you tally up, and the number like gets in the hundreds, like very quickly. Like some are even half corpses. Like it's you think that the corpses that are here are like the one of the few that didn't just burn up with the fire. You count maybe 123. No, 133. Wrong.
Can you give me a second? I'm going to write that down.
Yeah.
133?
Yeah, and like maybe like 15 of them were human, 10 of them were dwarves, and like 3 of them were like elves.
Okay. How many was elf?
Like 3.
3.
You didn't expect to find any elves, to be honest, because it's a half-orc town, but or you see it. You don't know that it's a half-orc town, but you see that it's mostly dominated by half-orcs. So. Yeah.
Were most of them just civilians?
Yeah, most of them were civilians. You think that the warriors and most of the warriors probably burned up and were in the town hall or were burned up. Now this is just like you've covered maybe like 40% of the marketplace by this time. Because you're just yeah.
Sorry. While Lila tallies up the dead, Jannar like walks around to every corpse looking for any holy symbols. Anyone he finds that doesn't have a holy symbol, he all like drags them into a pile.
Yeah. That's gonna take a little bit more time, but yeah.
Yep.
So everybody that doesn't have a holy symbol.
Anybody that doesn't have any form of like
religious marks,
tattoo or religious mark or brand or anything.
Yeah, it's kind of
no
hard.
Clothing, nothing.
I have a sword.
Huh?
My sword.
Hopefully you're not one of the dead in the marketplace, Blazar.
Yeah, you talk to you thought you.
Oh yeah.
You say sword like out loud.
I don't know.
Oh no, you're trying to communicate to the sword.
No. I'm just thinking out loud, I guess.
If like it's difficult to see if they're having tattoos, but overall, all the dwarves and elves and humans had religious markings and either symbols, but about 72 of the half-orcs didn't have anything religiously connected to them. Like of the ones you've gotten now, in the past 10 minutes.
Janar's gonna sit down and enact a prayer to his goddess for her to protect all of these who died without any holy symbols on them. For if any of their souls should be wandering the realms of nothing, then surely Saren Ray can find a place in her heart to protect them for all of eternity. She is the goddess of light, after all. Knowledge religion. Here we go. There we go.
Yeah, you do a general prayer about that, and you feel like it's gonna be a long day, because you notice that you haven't covered half of the town, but you're making good progress. That took you about 20 minutes, so I gathered them up. And you just continue tallying them up and praying praying for the ones that don't?
Yep, I'm gonna pray for every single body or every single half-orc who didn't have any religious on them.
Yeah. Just tell me if you want to know. Just tell me if you're looking for like, if you want insight on what religions are being buried.
Okay.
Because they have like the symbols are very obvious, but you know. You just continue tallying up the bodies, Lila.
Yeah. Huh. Is there any like okay, so the civilians, are they brutally murdered? Like
It's
no
most
mercy.
like there's no like it's war. There is no like you think that this was an all-out with fire and everything. You think that this was an all-out brawl and there was no mercy everywhere. You know. Like yeah, like I would take acknowledge nature. You like in nature, you know, and like in the human nature, in monster nature, you know that monsters and humans have been in like humanoid creatures have been in conflict for millennia, and you know that there exists peaceful goblins, like civilized goblins, maybe ogres. Like all monsters have a chance at like being civilized, but like because of the stigma and the general hatred, like you take the drows and the elves, for example, you know, it's the hatred of the drows that like led the drows to become evil, and you know the god. But like you need to notice that this is an brutal, like this attack was territorial, you know. It was like either they won this or they lost this, and they lost. So while you continue like tallying up, eventually you reach the end, and the end is you see Bazaar sitting on the ground with BB like patting him on the back.
Approach Blazar.
For context, what you've been tallied up to now, the number increased a big ton. You tallied up an additional 4 elves.
Okay, give me a second. 4 elves.
16 dwarves.
16.
35 humans.
35.
And 658 more orcs, half orcs. And that's just all the bodies you could find that was whole, you know? You think that there's countless more, it's just they were lucky that their corpses was remained, you know?
Probably most of them is in the rubble and all.
That's all. This is just surface level. So that's the total number of half orcs, elves, and around like 231 was non-religious. So Jinar comes a little bit later, but you, Lila, you kind of you approach Bazaar and BB, and you're just seeing them. Bazaar has this lockbox in his hand, and you just see them both just sitting there quietly. Just you don't know why, but it seems like they're just sitting there like quietly.
Lila sits down with them.
Yeah.
In this belief, even though she was probably also read about wars, killing a whole ton, but never witnessed it in.
You never
person.
witnessed it in this scale. And yeah, there were some serial killers, some massacres in your hometown. But this is like, it largely outnumbers what happened in your town. Yeah. Lila sits down by you two. Do you do anything? Do you just sit down quietly, or?
I sit down quietly.
BB will also, with his other hand, begin patting Lala on the back.
Yeah, you kind of feel just gentle, like you've been
Small hands.
you've been comforted before, so it's like it's a comforting pat, and it's kind of, you're unsure why, but BB's trying to comfort you, and he's comforting Bazaar. And Bazaar is he's not looking happy. He's kind of in a semi-neutral, like, face, you know. Not the happiest, not the saddest, just a little bit blank. And another 10 minutes goes, if you wanna do anything. If another 10 minutes goes until Jinar comes, at least.
Yeah, Lala just sits there in silence and be there.
Yeah. After 10 minutes, Jinar, you arrive after praying for all those innocent, or maybe not innocent, souls. And you come to this small gathering on the ground by this, like, it seems like they've like taken up some rubble and like sat around it. And you see Lila, Lazar, and BB sitting down while BB's like patting both Lila and Lazar on the back. And it's just silent. You can like hear the wind and like ash like blowing.
I'm alright. I just needed a moment.
It's fine. There's no need for words. I think we all know.
Dinar sits down with the others
Mm.
and sort of. What was the number of non-religious?
So
Like roughly.
what was roughly there was 343.
That's not roughly. That's very specific. Okay. So
340 ish.
sits down with the others and says, "So almost 350. Almost 350 not believing. The world is slowly dying."
Yeah. I gathered 708 casualties.
So almost half people here have no god. What sad fate. Not belonging to anything. Not believing in anything. Not even yourself. What sort of life is that?
Maybe they had a religion, but in their home markets. But you see, all their homes is burned. Nothing left.
Yes. Well, in the end, I think it's not important if you are carrying necklace or wearing clothes of recognition, but how is your god supposed to recognize you if you're not carrying necklace, so she or he can see you belong to them, you know? All those people are lost forever. Dinar just hopes they find their way.
Yeah, you guys are sitting there. You've spent about 45 minutes in the town.
Wow. This was much tougher than I thought, but yeah, I would actually like to investigate some more. See some more of the damaged town.
You lead the way.
Lala,
Yeah.
you've been all over the town by now. Just for context. And you, with your last investigate, you've also been investigating a little bit, like if any traces, while counting down. For context. So you kind of got the general plot of the whole city. But yeah.
I'm just Jannar is gonna quickly perform a knowledge arcana to see if he can figure out what the card did to him. Because he knows that it did something. He feels very good, but he wants to know what it did.
I'm gonna need a really good check for this.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to work.
Are you gonna try to acquire help from anybody, or are you trying to do this alone?
You know what? I do have a -3, so I'm just gonna tell them. Janar's gonna say. So, I have something to ask from all of you. Blizzar, Bibi, and Lila.
Go on.
Yeah.
You know this. And then Jannar picks up the pouch. Obviously you can't see what's in the pouch, but he sort of holds it up as if it's like nuclear almost, like he's holding it with 2 fingers. He's kind of afraid of it. Like instinctually he's sort of afraid of it, but he doesn't know why he's holding it like that. But he just says, so last night Jannar get curious and pull out card from this, and then Jannar lifts up the lid of the pouch and reveals the deck of many things, or at least what seems to be a deck of many things, but obviously isn't.
You see this normal leather pouch, not like in good condition, but it's decent. And in this, you see these cards that they have a purple back with a black outline, but they're perfectly stacked, and one card from the back is popping out as soon as he opens it. Dinar, you also see this? The whole stack didn't actually disappear.
Can I do a knowledge arcana on it?
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Jannar sort of says, Jannar sort of says, so last night I pulled out 1 card from here while you were all sleeping because I got curious, but nothing really happened. Just
other than the card.
Jannar feel really good, and then the card disappear and the whole deck go poof, and now it's back. So obviously it's something magical, but Jannar don't know what it did. I was wondering if anybody, have any knowledge of this, or maybe if you want to, try to see if there's anything different about me. And then Jannar rolls a knowledge arcana, and you're all happy. You're all welcome to aid him.
Different about.
Oh fuck!
I'll gladly
There's
help.
no point. There's no point.
No.
You don't have to aid.
It's a card.
I mean,
A deck of cards.
anybody
They
could
can
try to
You can
get the check.
try to roll your own checks, I guess.
Can I take a 20?
You can actually, because you have arcane magic, so you can.
Oh.
A31.
Oh fuck, that's right.
That's like I wouldn't allow Jinar to do it, or Bazaar, but I will allow BB and Lila because they've got arcane magic.
But I don't have knowledge arcana. Do I just
Exactly.
roll it anyway? Yeah.
It can I don't think you're gonna get enough.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Lila, you take you have experience in body like modification of the body and different effects, and you've noticed that Jinar has been acting a little bit strange, and when you investigate him, you notice that he's been put under a curse of some sort that's affecting his mind. But it's not like divine curse, it's an arcane. It's acting like a curse, but it's not. But his mind has been altered, and it seems like something doing with his mental has been changed and altered. It could be either his, like, in perspective, his wisdom or his intelligence that has been degraded. And that's what you're gonna get from that check.
I'm quite used to body modifications.
Mutagen is the example, you know.
Yeah, like mutagen and my wings and me able to heal myself without, well, kind of combining some other stuff. But what I gathered is that something in mentally or something to your brain, perhaps is a better word, has changed. I'm not quite sure what, but I'm guessing it's something there.
Is bad, no?
If it's your,
You know this is a negative effect.
it's a negative in effect. It's like it's neither a. It's, you could say it might be a curse of some sort, if I may say.
Curse. What is curse? It's like bad magic, no?
Oof. You could say that, yes. It's a curse could, depending on certain people, it could be a curse that affect you physically, mentally, kind of everything, but it sticks, and so far as I know, it's only magic that can revert certain curses.
Okay, like healing magic, like Jannar knows.
This is with another thing I can add. This is like out of your league, way above your league. The spell effect, like you've researched stuff and you're like semi powerful and semi knowledgeable in magic, and this is like way out of your league.
It's beyond us. It's nothing I'm able to do. I don't think I can revert it. It's far beyond the skills that I have. Even though the knowledge and magic I possess.
Okay, well, you know, I don't feel bad. I just feel different. Like, I don't know, it's like I don't have to worry about everything all the time. It's like whatever. I know there's something I have to do, but after I pull the card, it's like I don't worry about it because, well, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like it's kind of like I forgot, but still remember. You know?
Isn't that a good thing?
Certain ways, forgetting something is good, but not always. It, even though it might haunt our past, it is something we learn from. All the past things we have experienced is important.
Kind
Even
of wish I
though
got your curse now, Jannar.
Well, I don't think anybody should take from pouch until we know what it does. But I have to say, Jannar is curious if you know what it could do, because it made Jannar feel pretty good. So maybe it can take away other stuff, like maybe Jannar forget he used to eat people, because that's Jannar does not like to think about that.
Have you ever experienced like something unusual?
If I've ever experienced something unusual.
Yeah.
Blazar. My mentor could make someone's arm reappear after they would cut off. Of course I've seen unusual things.
Oh yeah, I know, but like really special.
Really special.
You notice
Really
it's...
unusual.
Can I do the intelligence?
Yeah, you can do an intelligence. That's actually good. Like, you notice that you've been losing track of time, track of notes, you've been losing, like... Your mental capacity has been lowered, and you're forgetting things, and... Like, it took you... Sometimes you also did a prayer twice because you think you forgot, and then you're like, oh, I did this already. You notice that you're more relaxed, but at the same time you're forgetful and you're not thinking as logical as you did before. In that way, that's like the things you can get from it. Did Discord just die? No fucking way! Such a bra moment.
For him and...
Hello? Did you hear what I said?
No.
Okay.
But now I have a choice, so fuck you. That Ray was waiting for him, and that Jinnar have job to do. So I guess that counts as something special, being giving purpose in life, being giving a way to follow, a path, if you'd like.
Okay, I'm still gonna give you the information though.
Okay.
So with an 11, you, like, ever since that night, you've been losing track of time, where you've been. You've been, like, you notice that like when trying to think logically, it's harder, and anything like requiring a little bit of, like, I guess, capacity in your mind is like being troublesome. So keeping track of, you also went, like when you did the prayer, you also went back to a corpse, but because you forgot, and you still remember everything, but you notice that remembering and keeping track of stuff is really difficult, and speech has been a little bit worse, and overall you just you feel less like in the moment, but that also has the effect of you not being so weighed down, but your way of thinking has changed entirely, and like when thinking logically, it's possible, but it's much harder at this time around. So that's like the special thing you
Okay.
feel.
After he's done, sort of talking, Jannar sort of looks at Bazaar and asks, Is it almost night?
Is it?
No, it's like it's in the middle of the day.
No, Jadar, it's not. Why would you say that?
Oh, no, I just feel like, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it, but it's like, it feels like I spend more time doing things. Like time is either very slow or very fast.
But Jadar, could you do me a favor?
What?
Could you just turn around for a moment?
Turn around?
Yes.
Okay, I guess. Jannar puts the pouch back on his belt and turns around.
Yep.
I am going to look like a girl. Yeah, really, that's what I'm gonna do.
You
Form
can
myself into a girl, a female.
yeah. You now look like a female half orc, a little bit skinnier. Still the same bizarre. I mean, yeah, no, you're still a half orc, but now you're a woman half orc with different outfit and all.
Yeah, and also forcibly change my voice. Hey, Jannar,
That you
turn
can.
around.
Jannar pulls out his sword and turns around alarmed.
Hey, Jannar, do you see something different?
How do you know name? Who are you? Where's Blizzar? What did you do to him?
Oh, he is right around the corner. Don't matter about that. You look pretty handsome today, Jannar.
Desar, could you cut out?
All right, I'll cut up.
As you see,
Don't
Bazaar
look
like
back.
snap with the finger, and he kind of like turns back.
Oh,
Jannar,
oh. Why would you do that, Blizzar?
I think I've solved the mystery. You all saw that, right?
Everybody
You all
saw
saw how Jannar reacted.
Yeah.
I reacted like anybody would. You told me to turn around. I turned back around. Suddenly you weren't there. There was female instead. I reacted like anybody would. Also, you were gone for like 10 minutes. I got worried.
Hasn't been 10 minutes.
Yes, it was like 10 minutes or something. Maybe more.
Jannar, I
Probably.
think that card you took may have tempered with your intelligence. Because I was right here. I was just turning into a girl. It's a spell I have, and everyone else here saw it.
Of course they saw it, but I didn't see it. So how would I know it was you?
it was me, old Blizzard, but I was just doing some mind tricks on you, and you didn't catch it. I have noticed that you have, I don't know, talked in a very particular dumb way these last days. I don't mean to be rude to you, Jannar, but something's different, absolutely.
You can take an intelligence on that, actually. Bizarre. No, Jinar, I mean, Jinar.
Me?
Yeah. Come on, be good. Come on. No.
I've never seen that! I've never seen that before!
Imagine rolling a 1!
I didn't even roll a 1, I rolled a -2, you dick.
You rolled a 1, -3! Oh, the one time you needed it? Oh.
But it doesn't really matter because I'm also wearing the tiara of truth. So, you know,
Yeah,
whatever Jinar feels is gonna come out his mouth.
Yeah, but I'm just Jinar it tries to process it, but like what Bazaar is like saying, it's like you're gonna think about it, but you don't have the like you don't feel like you have the capacity to take it in now. Like the intelligence thing that is telling you.
Jinar just sort of looks at Blizzard and says, "You know, it's a low blow using big words around me. You know, Jinar don't speak very good common tongue. Jinar come from cave and darkness and eating human and goblin, not like you growing up in comfort and pillows and with food on the table every day and light in your room.
no,
You have
Jinar,
books
Jinar.
to read. You know, Blizzard, out of all the people here, I'm disappointed in you the most. I thought you were my friend. I thought you were fellow follower of Sarenrae. Instead, you insult my intelligence and tell me I'm dumb. Speak dumber. You turn around, you trick me. You trick me into thinking you were a girl. You were gone for like 15 minutes, and then you say, "Oh, it's me just around the corner." You know what?
Behind him, just pats him on the back.
I'm done with you, Blizzard.
Just...
I'm done with all of you. And then Jinar starts walking away.
I will run after him, and I will try to hug him.
BB will just go in front of Blizzard.
Don't worry, I got this, okay? I got this.
I want to speak with him.
I don't think it's the time right now. Okay, don't worry.
But he needs to understand. Like
Yeah,
he could use it as a good thing, like
Yeah,
release stress. I need to just tell him.
right now I think it's best if we
You can also take a
calm him down.
intelligence Bazaar. Then everybody else can like take a intelligence, to be honest.
This is a bad idea for
God,
me.
Jesus Christ! What's with the rolls today?
Oh,
You, Lila, and like you, Blizzard and Lila, you know that having lower, like it makes sense. Like if he has lower intelligence, Lila, you know this. Like now it's like now it's like no way, it's a wisdom. So it's like it makes sense that it's the intelligence that has been affected, and you know that having a lowered mind like that kind of lowers the total like capacity of what information you can take in. So you think that he maybe like was overloaded, and that's why he kind of threw a small fit.
yeah.
Right.
You can go, but I will keep a
Yeah.
bit of distance and listen.
Yeah, just don't bother us. I think he needs a little. So I don't know. I'll go talk to him.
All right, but he needs to understand. Okay.
Of course.
As BB
Alright.
with his 50 movement speed assumes to deny.
Like, walks casually next to the jogging Blizzard.
Yeah,
Jinar, I mean.
BB just like
You know, like if you just downscale a model, it looks like they just run. Or it looks like they're really fast. Or
Yeah.
upscale a model. Yeah, that's what's essentially happening.
Air like.
As I walk up to Jannar, as I just keep by him just so he knows that I'm there until we reach kind of a more private spot.
Yeah. Does he stop at any point?
Pinar stops when he's on the other side of the big rock.
Yeah. BB just
Okay, there's
sits
no
down.
big rock, but you get far enough to like be behind some rubble and that.
Yeah. Baby
Uh,
sits down. Like,
I was legit like walking back to the campsite we were at last night.
Oh,
That's where Jannar was heading. I don't know how far we are.
a day?
that's pretty far.
Okay, Janar's not gonna walk there, and Jannar walks for like 5 minutes and then he stops.
Yeah, you walk about 5 minutes, getting to like the main part of the town, with the town hall and all. And you kind of just find a place to sit down.
Yeah, I just sit down in front of him.
Yeah.
Like, maybe like a meter, like
Yeah.
2 meters away.
About 3-4 foot, yeah.
Yeah. So just look at him.
Why do you follow me?
No real reason, really.
If you have no reason, you should turn around.
Well, Blizzard is currently, he's, well, I'm not really that sure what's happening. He definitely doesn't seem to be in a good mood himself, so I wouldn't really be bothered by that.
Well, Blizzard's not here, is he?
No,
So you should just run back to him.
nah. Right now, I think it's best that we begin focusing on the mission again. All this talk is just completely, getting in over our heads. We're not gonna get anywhere if we do that. And, I see,
It's...
What mission? Jannar interrupts BB. What mission are you talking about? It's not like we're here for any reason.
yeah,
We're just walking around aimlessly, not doing anything.
well,
Just looking for things to stab or things to get stabbed by. Only reason we're walking around.
alright. We're here to find out what happened to this town. And
I can tell you what happened to this town. Something bad. Case closed. Now let's go home.
if you want to leave, I'm not gonna stop you. You're your own guy, but just remember, Jannar. Even if you don't consider anyone here your friend, I will always consider you to be my friend. And remember that time when we were attacked by those pirates? How I saved your life?
It's not like you're ever gonna let me forget, is it?
No, that's not it. Remember those kinds of moments? Well, I think we worked best together, especially you and I. Okay? You've helped me become, I suppose, braver in a way. You inspired me. And, well, I've always thought that you were really cool. Who cares if you changed a little? You're still Jannar, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't use any big words. I'm fine. None of that really matters. In fact, haven't you been happier this last day?
I have, but apparently it's just because I'm dumber now.
Well, who cares anyway? The only thing that matters is that, well, you're doing what you believe is right. You haven't strayed from your path in any way, now have you?
What path? No point following path if I'm not smart enough to help.
What about Sarai? You think she cares?
Or she does. She cares about everything.
Well, I don't think she cares if something's happened to your mind, as long as your soul's still there. That's never
Well,
changed, Jannar.
I guess you're right, BB. Mind can be broken and repaired, but soul is always. If soul is good, then soul is always good. And mind can be changed, but soul. If soul is changed, then it's changed forever. I guess. Is that what you were trying to say?
It is, yeah, but it's fine, because your soul hasn't changed, and it's not gonna change at all.
Hmm.
You will continue to follow your path. It doesn't matter. Nothing other than that matters as long as you still believe that you're doing the right thing.
Hmm.
I don't really care about any of this. I just think that it's best for you to get back on the job. While I personally don't really care, I pretty much just enjoy being with you guys. You're my friends. I haven't been able to say that for a very long time. For me, at least, all that matters is that we stick together for now. And, well, if we're gonna stay together for as long as this mission is, well, going on, then we better make it an exciting one. And we can't really do that if we begin bickering all the time. So how's saying we stop thinking a little, you and me, and we just get to work?
Well, I don't really have to do much to stop thinking now, do I?
Do you seriously think I'm any better?
Joke aside though, BB, I have something to ask of you.
Yeah?
Now that Jinar is no longer
He's better. He has a little bit more mind space.
smarter, as smart as he used to be. I don't know if Jinar was ever smart, but at least now he's not as smart than he was. I know there was something Jinar have to do, but Jinar don't remember what. Or why. But he have to do it. And I have to ask you, BB, to help Jinar do it, even if it will hurt Jinar, even if it will end up with Jinar dying. I have to ask you to help Jinar do it, BB. No matter what it costs me. I have to remember, I have to do this. And if I forget, I need you to help me remember.
No. I won't help you remember. You will always remember. It is your mission. It is what you have dedicated yourself towards. Nothing can remove that for you. And if you do forget, then I don't think you're Jannar at that point. I won't help you. Not because I'm mean, but because I'm your friend. And I want you to be the best that you can possibly be. I won't hold your hand when it comes to these things. I am my own person, and I have my own problems. I have my own goals, my own aspirations. But I suppose what I'm trying to say is that if you ever would forget your mission, that's the point where I'd begin calling myself a failure. That's the point where I'd begin doubting myself. But that's not gonna happen now, is it? No need to plan for something that's never gonna happen. Don't ever think like that. You're not gonna forget anything.
I understand, baby. Thank you.
Doesn't matter if you lost a couple brain cells, you weren't using those in the first place, right? Just like me.
I guess that is true. I had a couple spare.
Yeah. So let's get to work now, shall we?
Alright, so you go ahead. I'll come back soon.
Alright. Just remember. You know it's fucking funny.
What?
Boys, you all know what's happening.
Apes.
You all know what's.
Monkey!
As he just runs away. He just runs away after spawning all the monkeys.
And you've done this 2 times by now, and you know, you kind of chuckle a little bit as you just hear like around you, and you kind of just sit there and relax, give yourself some headroom. No pun intended.
Yeah. As Baby walks away, Jannar sort of speaks to himself or thinks to himself, thinks out loud. If what Baby says is true, if forgetting your mission means you're failed, then that means I have. Because I no longer remember why I'm here or what I have to do, but I only know I have to do it. I know I have to. Even if it costs me my life, I have to at least try. Try to remember. Try to complete the mission. Whatever it is.
As you take out the
I take out the book.
you take out the front page or front cover.
The cover of the book, sorry. I take out the cover of the book and I sort of look at it one more time. Still nothing. I don't know what I expected, but
You're thinking with your you still have your wisdom is now elevated, you know. So you're thinking maybe someday you will, but not today.
yeah. Hey DM.
Hmm?
High or low?
Low. It's always low in Pathfinder, baby. Hey.
Dinar sort of thinks back a little bit to the card that was sticking out. Like, how strange. One was poking out. And then he sort of puts the cover back in his backpack and opens his pouch again. Looking at the cards.
Last time, what? Oh, okay. Oh, never mind.
You know, the card poking out, it's almost like it's speaking to the Jinjar, like, I know what the other card did to you, and I can help you. If you just pick me. Just pick me. It's like that card is, you know, just seeking to be picked. Just like Jinnar once was. Almost as if the card has already chosen him, now Jinnar only has to choose the card. And Jinnar sits and looks at its card for like a solid hour. An hour and a half passes. Jinnar still does not return to the camp.
Okay. Hour and a half passes. What do you guys do before we get to your part fuckery. What do you guys do?
I can't wait for Jannar to explode.
I can't wait.
And now,
I can't.
Kith.
Bruh.
BB's just sitting down with the boys.
Did
Hey,
you talk about anything while he was gone, Lila? Bizarre.
Lila kind of looks back at her notes from her being back in Riddleport. The books she's reading, the notes she's taking about her father's library. Looking back.
Yeah, because your father was also an alchemist and his whole life, right?
He was his whole life, yes.
Yeah, and you're looking through some notes, and you notice there are some paragraphs and some phrases about curses being broken, but there's no documentation of the. But he says that there's no alchemical way to remove curses, which implements that it's not anything arcane. You think?
Hey, any of you drink any Dragon Punch?
Oh, yeah, this is before BB comes back. This is like when you and Lila were alone.
Oh yeah, Lila, you drink, right?
Sorry, I was muted. Kind of like in her own mind palette, like there must. So if there's not, kind of mumbling out loud, if there aren't arcane magic, then maybe someone else can do it. I need to ask someone.
Lila, do you drink?
Huh? I drink. Well, not quite a lot, but
Do you want to
Sometime.
share? Do you want to share a Dragon Punch with me? It's my favorite drink.
I haven't drinking that before. But why not?
Yeah, take one. Here.
Lila gladly accepts.
All right. Cheers.
Takes a sip. Bizarre. I think there might be a way that Jinnar can be how he used to. Or, well, he's still him, but you know what I
I
mean.
know what you mean. How?
I don't. Read back my notes about taking notes from my father's library, and there's a way to cure curses, but nothing arcane like I can. Someone else can do it, but
Well, that's wonderful. Should we try asking BB? Where is he anyway?
don't know.
Try to scout for him?
Well, you know that BB went to get Bazaar. Or follow Bazaar, at least.
Jannar, yeah.
Follow Jannar, yeah.
Yeah, I can't see him at all.
Yeah, that's because he went a quiet distance away.
Yeah, okay.
It's not
Well,
it's not like he's in the
keep that-
horizon. It's like far.
Okay. Keep that in mind, Lila. That could be game-changing for Jannar.
As you...
Perhaps-
just continue.
Perhaps it might make. I don't know that. He's happy, but kind of seemed a bit lost. Well,
I'm pretty sure the intelligence would help him.
You're not being rude, are you?
No, I'm being genuine. I don't think this is what he would want in any case.
I remember he told me about a book about some creatures that were after him. Something about the dark could swallow us whole and all.
He have been talking about that, yeah.
He had a book he wanted to share, but he wanted us everyone to be together, I guess. I think we should go find them, probably get together.
Yeah, and you really need to tell BB about that curing thing, because I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure if this temper of Jannar is good for the group. I hope it don't affect him or affect us. I'm actually a bit scared about him right now. So I hope we can fix him. Or fix his intelligence. There's nothing wrong with him, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I think now we should focus on the mission, and also we should just, for now, support Janaras the best we can, without making a lot of fuss about it.
Right, I finished my drink. Oh, that's some good dragon punch.
Yeah, you finish your drink and you kind of toast in like the future, and you also toast for your deceased wife. So like,
Yeah.
final farewell, not a final farewell, but yeah.
Tribute
And
almost.
after toasting, BB comes back.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Hey, BB.
Oh, howdy, baby.
Lala has something to tell you.
Well,
I figured. I read back on some notes, and I've figured out. Well, not how we can, but probably someone else could help. Jannar. Nothing arcane can help, but do you have any knowledge of removing certain curses, which is not curses?
well, the only curses I've really seen have been cast by devils. But none of them are, I don't know how to cure any of them.
That's a shame.
Well, I guess so far we should all just support Jannar the best we can.
But also keep it in mind. See if maybe someone else could help him.
For now, I think it's best if we just leave it be and focus on the task at hand.
Of course, but we
If
can't
his
forget
mind
it.
really has been lessened, then I think it's best for us to just keep it very simple. Just keep heading towards our objective. And if we do encounter someone who's able to cure him, then I suppose that's gonna be the new goal. But
Yeah, that I agree with.
yeah, we should not prioritize it. Jannar seems to have sort of forgot his way. But
Oh my god.
I don't think it's that bad. He is strong. And he is devout. If we can just get that mindset back to him, then I'm sure he'll be Jannar in no time.
I'm not really sure how curses work, but I hope you're right.
Let's just focus on the task at hand and Keep it simple.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we should go probably get Jannar and
No, he's gonna come himself. I don't think we should bother him that much, honestly. This has been quite the taxing day for everyone, I'd say.
We need to get going though, and he needs to follow.
Are you sure? Have we scoured the entire town? Is there nothing else?
so far I haven't found
I mean,
anything else than
You wanted to
bodies.
investigate a little bit more, Bazaar.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we can do that.
We still don't
In the
know what
meanwhile.
attacked this place, or I suppose you would know, Blizzard. Did you spot what was attacking?
Could take an intelligence.
Yeah. While you like search.
It was silhouettes.
Oh.
Black shadows.
Oh wait,
they
not
came-
Shadows.
not intelligence. If you want to investigate, it's perception.
No, but to remember what attacked the city.
Like I wouldn't say that's an intelligence check, to be honest, either, because
Alright.
it's not a check, because it's really obvious for the thought that comes to you is immediately ogres, hobgoblins, gnolls, goblins, and maybe that giant thing that was mentioned
Yeah.
once.
Yeah. I tell that to BB.
Oh, that's quite the group.
Or at least you're guessing like a band of them, like the guys that are working together.
Yeah.
The only real things that stand out are the gnolls, which, well, we've encountered, and hopefully those are the only ones, but I highly doubt that.
Yeah, me too. Highly doubt
The
that.
giants are definitely something that I'm very confused about. I don't
Yeah.
see why there would be any giants
Like-
helping out goblins and ogres.
You have you haven't physically seen any giants in your lifetime, but there are folklores and rumors about these giants, you know?
Yeah. Dude, I'm 3'2", okay? Giant to me means giant.
And you've heard that they come from different places, that they're different types of giant, but you don't really know. All you know is that they're huge.
Dude, big boys.
Yeah. Any idea where there might be giants on this island? That seems like the best lead.
Now you can take an intelligence. See, that's actually, since you were kind of refreshed, since your mind was kind of refreshed by the mission and your backcoming, you know that Orpheus was killed by, from what you got from William. The info you got from William, the horse guy, is that a blue, like some big blue guy. You don't know if it was a giant for sure. You don't know. You didn't like 100% like rely on this information, like, because William wasn't smartest apple. And you may think that, and then you remember the fortress. Maybe they're still there. Maybe they're still doing something around the fortress. Maybe that's like their headquarters.
Yeah.
Because you know that was the original cave that had the metal. That was and that they built a wooden fortress around it, and that there was a lot of deforestation. But
Wait,
yeah,
is that where Orpheus is kept?
and you know that
I-
Orpheus died there.
Oh, he died. Okay.
That's what the Blizzard knows. That's what William told you.
But in
Okay.
reality,
All right.
In
yeah,
reality, it's something else.
I'm still here. I can still be revived, and I shall bring the big book of law.
yeah, you remember we talked about the castle, right?
Huh?
They are probably there. I'm quite sure, actually.
Oh dear, we're gonna storm a castle, huh? With giants?
Yeah, I've done it once.
Fortress.
Yeah, the fortress. It was it's not an easy task. So
Yeah.
we need to be prepared, and I really mean that.
Glitter dust.
Now actually I have glitter dust, so can maybe work this time.
Oh
Yeah,
no, we're
you
going
actually
to
have
repeat
to. I'm
We're
doomed.
going to repeat history.
It's gonna roll a 1 when rolling glitter dust, and his history is gonna repeat itself.
Oh,
Let's go.
Lazar, glitter dust.
Fuck! I don't have
Oh.
it.
What?
That's such a legendary dream.
Uh,
Oh, I fucked
Kept
up.
fighting.
All right.
yeah, you guys,
but
you
we need
guys
to
start.
explore.
You guys start to investigate, and you thoroughly investigate. Using about 90 minutes ish, and that you dig around. You find, add to the tally. You find 70 more corpses, half-orc corpses.
It's fine. They're they have half no rights. It's all okay.
Wait, what did you say?
70
I will
more
take offense to that.
Orc or
half-orc.
okay, 7.
Like most of these guys are orcs. You can't really differentiate between the half-orcs and orcs. So, like, if they were in the living state, yeah. Yeah, after like investigating, you head at last you head back to Jannar, and in the distance you see Jannar sitting by the wall, and you kind of just move closer.
Yeah, I woke up.
He's gonna
to him.
And do you want me to narrate this, or do you want to go? You can go for yourself if you want to.
Hey, Jannar.
Dinar is lost in whatever thoughts is left in his mind.
Have you gotten time to sit and think for a bit, Jannar?
You see Jannar sitting there with. You see him just looking at this pouch with cards, and he's just sitting there, looking at it.
Jannar, what I said back there, I didn't mean to offend you. I just needed to tell you so you could face the reality. Because I suspected that something was really wrong. And I don't want it to affect you in any bad way. Or the group for that matter. But I don't want to give you false hope. But Lila has gotten some books or something. She said she could maybe find someone to cure it. Don't you think that would benefit you, Jannar?
Don't worry, Blazar. I think Janar's found solution to problem. I might not be smart enough anymore.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I might not be able to remember most of anything, actually. I only remember things that happened long ago. Not much that happened recent week, or maybe even month. Maybe even year, I don't know.
That's a bad thing.
I might not be able to think as good, or as fast, or as good as I used to. And Jinar might not be able to contribute to a group as he used to, but Jinar still want to help.
But we could fix it, Jannar. You know that?
No, I don't want you to fix. Jinar is here to help you, not for you to help him. And especially after Jinnar almost leave all of you to die to Shadow. Of course, you don't know, because
Think about that, you know.
it's only Jinnar knows, and of course I tell you, but you don't know.
I don't
you
know
don't-
what you're talking about.
You don't really know. And as Jinnar says shadows, you can tell that he sort of gets a revelation, and he looks at Bazaar, and he looks at Beeb, and he looks at Lala, and he says, Shadow, why, what, I think I remember what I have to do. It's Shadow, no? Something with shadows. Oh, it's no use. Jinnar still can't remember.
Dinar, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but we really need to get you help with curing this curse, and you need to take that.
Bazaar,
Yeah.
it's okay.
No, it's
No.
it's not okay.
Listen,
Lissar?
it's okay.
No. Yeah.
Don't worry
You
about
really can't take this that lightly.
I
Well-
take it lightly, but
Look, Blissar,
What?
Jinar's problem. Well, sure, we can help them out. Are ultimately Jinar's problems. If he wishes to face them alone, as sad as it makes me, then we should still respect his choice.
I don't want to take that as an answer, and I will not. I will try to find help for him. It doesn't mean that he's weak or something, but we need to help him. He got a curse.
Don't worry, Lazar.
I do worry.
I don't need any help. For Jinnar find solution. Oh, Jinnar has been sitting for almost 10 minutes thinking about this. Ever since Bibi left. Oh,
90 minutes.
no, it's been 10.
Dinar.
No matter.
It's a number.
No matter. Jinnar's been thinking for a long time, and he's found the answer. If one card from deck caused Jinnar to be stupid, then surely another deck will bring back intelligence.
Dinar.
And as Jinnar stands up and turns around, you can see that he, like in his hand, he's holding the pouch. It's no longer on his belt, but it's on his hand, and the lid is open. And Jinnar sort of slowly reaches his hand into the pouch, and
Dinar, no.
no.
Dinar.
Wait.
Stop and breathe for a moment.
Can I?
and Jinnar says, I don't need you to help me,
No.
and I
wait.
don't need to help myself.
Dinar,
I know.
Dinar. Stop.
This card speaks to me. This card, it picked me. It chose me. And now I have to choose it.
Can I
Dinar,
do a
no.
reflex?
Oh, God.
Just like Seven Red.
You have
chose
uncanny
me,
lore.
Lazar.
What's
She
your
wouldn't want
features?
Reflex.
Dinar, she won't want this. Think about her. Think about what she would have
You
done.
know what, Bazaar? Roll diplomacy.
What you wanna do, Lila? Like specifically?
Lila
Put the card down.
Lila panics, takes out her gun and aim at
Wait.
You're not gonna
the
kill
pouch.
yourself. I'm gonna if you kill yourself, I'm gonna shoot you.
If you shoot, Jinnar's most likely gonna recoil, and he's holding the card, which means he's gonna pull that card out at lightning speed. So you better fucking shoot that gun.
I'll aim the gun.
Gonna try to calm this down. Okay, everyone, how about you calm
What?
down?
Wait,
No. Okay, listen. Lila's gonna shoot the deck, not Jadar.
what do I roll against diplomacy again? Is it will?
It's to be honest, like it's kinda up to the player, you know.
Yeah.
But like with the 20,
I guess
Like-
I just roll against it.
I mean, it's kind of up to you if you want to take it or if you want to roll against it.
I'm gonna roll against it because I'm like 20 is probably enough, but I'm like Jinar's kind of manic, and he's stupid, and he's desperate, so...
Gonna blow up.
No fucking way!
Sonia.
Why do you roll good now? Why do you roll good? Why do you guys roll so bad and good when you're not supposed to?
I'm trying to put every roll in the way of me pulling this card.
You just have a freak problem.
I just keep failing and succeeding at the exact time I need to.
Dark
Jeez.
magician girl.
Jinar sort of looks at Bazaar and he says, I know, friend. I'm scared too. But I know, in the end, no matter what, Jinar will always prevail.
Can I do it? Can I do it?
As Jinar starts pulling out the
You can do
card,
it, you
does
can- you
Lila
can-
want to do anything?
You're quick with it because you have quick draw, right? Right?
No.
No. Okay. Then it's gonna be then I'm gonna need a good ass reflex. Like this DC is very high. If you had quick draw, it would be an easy.
He's actually gonna die.
Please.
Ooh!
That was no. It did not enough. It was the DC was 20.
It was 21 probably or something.
You need to hit 21.
I'm
I
getting...
need to roll on it.
No, the DC is
Oh.
20, which means you have to get 21.
Oh.
And as you say, Jinar, he
No.
takes out the card.
Pot of greed.
As you're about to take out your gun and shoot the pack, you realize it's too late. And I'm gonna need a 1d23.
A D23?
Yeah.
Okay, boys.
Oh no.
20.
We're gonna.
Oh shit, I think I remember that one. Oh fuck, if it's the one I think it is, I'm fucked.
It's.
I think it's time to make a new character, guys.
Let's see. I just gotta check your character sheet real fucking quick.
You lose 10 intelligence.
-5. Jinar can no longer breathe without actively being told to breathe.
Wait, am I?
Unless you guys are like in, out, in, Jinar fucking dies. The three of you gotta take shifts making sure Jinar stays alive.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Oh fuck.
19, 20, 21, 22.
Indeed.
It was a 1d22, but don't worry about it. You didn't get 23, so it's okay.
Yeah, I can roll again.
That's okay.
One time I need quick draw.
I don't think I want 20, but I'm not sure.
Find out.
It's okay. You didn't roll 23, so there's no need to.
Okay.
If you had to roll a 23, I'm like, oh damn. Reroll, I guess. Because I can fucking count, I guess. Okay. You see. How do I?
You see nothing. You die instantly, along with everyone in a 100-mile radius.
What does it look like, first of all? Oh, never. Wait. What does it look? Yeah, what does it look like? That was my question to myself. You pull up a card, and it says Hermit on it. And you see this old man with a tavern, and a tavern, I mean lantern. And he's just sitting.
Tavern in his hands.
He's just sitting at atop of some snowy mountains, and the card disappears, and nothing happens.
Jinar talks
Question.
to the hermit.
It doesn't appear in front of you. I described the card.
Oh, it's just that the card.
Yeah, and then the card.
Okay.
And now
Okay.
the deck actually, you don't see any cards in the deck anymore. You all guys see deck, still cards in the deck, but you don't see it anymore. Now my question is, what does Jannar is Jannar still thinking of the intelligence dilemma? Like, is Jannar thinking of any dilemmas of any sort? Any pondering questions?
Yeah, actually, Jannar is like simultaneously wondering, how he can get this intelligence back, and what does shadows have anything to do with anything? Because he said shadows, and suddenly he's like, wait, I very vaguely remember shadows.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a D100 and
Roll a d4. 1 to 2 is intelligence, to 3 to 4 is shadow.
I'm rolling a D100.
Okay.
Low is always good because it's Pathfinder. 47.
Oh.
You, Jannar, get a small glimpse of two people. As you draw the card, you kind of space out and you kind of enter in. Everything goes white. And you see two persons. Number one, you see White Estrid, the leader and the woman that gave you the mission. On the other hand, you see a blue person. You see this light blue person with like white clear eyes, and you see he has a holy symbol of some sort, but you can't really like get to what symbol it is. And this guy is clothed in some, he looks wounded, and as this kind of fades out, you see that White Estrid is holding out a paper, and the blue man falls unconscious on the ground. And as you're about to react, you kind of get back and snap back to reality.
Snap back to
And
reality.
you feel like you're never been so sure in your life that one of those two people could fix your problem with the intelligence.
Oh.
And you feel, now you feel hope that there's only one, there's two different people and two different possibilities that can fix you, and that you now have 100% answer, and you think that the only thing you need to do is finish this mission or just stay alive long enough to find this person. As you snap back reality. And this, for you, this was like 5 minutes. But for everybody else, it was like instantly. You come back and the card disappears.
Oh.
Were you good, Jannar?
Oh.
What happened?
I told you, Jannar would fight Enter Blazar.
What happened?
I know. I know what to do. I know what to do to get thoughts back in mind. To get thoughts back inside mind. Jinar knows what to do.
Tell me.
I have to find Blue Man, White Eyes. And he fell. But I think he can fix me. Or maybe it was Wet Lady. But I think she had something to do with book. Cover of book. Or maybe she has magic as well. I have to... maybe I find both. I find them both. And then I figure out what... Maybe both help me. Maybe they both help me get thoughts back in mind. Or maybe one. But at least if I find both, then I know. Then I can find them. If I just find them, then I can get thoughts back in mind. That's all Jinar has to do. And in the meantime, he just has to find them. Yes.
Yeah, no.
I think. And then Jinar quickly scribbles this down in his notebook. Blue man, white eyes, unconscious. White lady, paper.
She was not white. She was a human with white hair.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying white lady.
Ah, okay.
I don't care if she's actually white. Jinar's not racist. He eats everything.
But yeah, no, you basically got to like either just stay alive long enough or finish this mission. That's like the two motivations you got right now.
Also, I think I used up magic. I'm sorry, but there's no more cards, as you can see. And then Jinar is sort of pouch and holds it upside down, shaking it. There's no cards in it.
You guys see him hold the thing upside down, and for you guys, there's still a card. They took a card, and after it was done, another card came up, and it's ready to pull for everybody else besides Jinar. For him, and the card doesn't fall out. They're still in place, but Jinar, for you guys, it seems like Jinar doesn't see any cards left. And for him, you think it's only a pouch.
I guess this pouch have no purpose anymore. And then Jinar sort of throws it over his shoulder and says, "Well, how do you guys ready to do? I have answer now. I know what to do."
Yeah, you just see Chucky behind him. And for Jinar, this just falls with no weight, but for you guys, it kind of falls with weight.
Hey, Jinar?
Yes.
Nice to see that you're happy. Can I have that pouch?
Lila go grabs the pouch.
I mean, why would you want?
While you ask Jinar to grab the pouch, Lila's already on it and yoinked it.
Yeah, Jinar says, "Baby, it's just a piece of leather, but of course you can."
Hello,
I mean, yeah, sure.
Okay. Hey, Lila. It's legally mine now. Lila?
I think I hold on to it.
Lila, you don't understand.
Jinar sort of turns around and looks at Lila and says, "Well, Bibi asked if he can have it. I mean, it's just leather pouch, so well, just give it to Bibi." I said yes, he wants it. Maybe it has a affectional value to it. Maybe he likes me, no? Wants to remember me when I die.
It's research value.
Well,
I mean, she does have a point, Bibi. It probably has some research value as well. Research.
BB's gonna just go up to Lila.
Does Bazaar has any comment on this, or is it just look?
You shouldn't trust this magic, Jannar.
Trust
I
what?
don't want you to turn into anything that would affect the group.
Oh no, Jannar has already turned into something which will affect the group, but now Jannar was right. He pulled another card, and card has answer.
So,
Please.
stop. You need to stop doubting me now because Janar's right.
Oh wait, I think I get a call from our god, Serenray. Wait, I get it. She says that taking these cards are dumb and unnecessary, and it shouldn't be done. You have to listen to me, Janar. Our god is telling me this.
Jinnar is allowed to
Alright.
take a sense motive on that. Because you usually never get these messages randomly. And remember, you have that fucking massive plus
What plus?
from the Halo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah. It's just that I don't remember the exact number, but of course you remember it, so you should just add that, right?
Yeah.
I haven't actually written it in, so it's just
Yeah.
Actually, I'm just wondering something.
Just roll a sense motive.
I'm just wondering something.
I may have written it item a little bit wrong. Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll just roll it.
Like
Oh, okay.
24. So bluff.
Bizarre.
Azar.
What?
Bluff.
What is it? Bluff. Oh yeah.
Bruh.
All right. Can I do lore master?
Lore Master just gives you access to do any skill untrained.
Lore Master is just knowledge skills. He can't take 10 on the bluff.
Unless he
You're
wants to.
training on
Unless he wants to spend 20 minutes gaslighting.
You think 20 on any knowledge skill?
Yeah, it's not knowledge
bluff-
bluff. It's
bluff
not
it-
like I know how to bluff you. You actually have to do it, you idiots.
Oh, like that,
Knowledge bluff.
It's like I definitely know how to bluff you. It's just that I
it's-
can't do it.
It's like the
Knowledge
it's like the
skills.
time he wanted to cast diplomacy.
Oh, imagine.
Oh my god!
What the hell?
Yeah.
What the fuck do you have in bluff?
You shouldn't.
Oh
really
my
overdo
god!
Oh, you rolled a 19, okay.
Oh my god!
So
Jesus!
Jinnar just fully believes this man.
Like you're doubtful,
Listen,
but
Jinnar.
you'll trust him for now since he's maybe he's had some special time with her while you were gone, thinking to yourself.
You trust me, Janar? This really isn't a thing you should do, alright? This is not healthy. Drawing cards and for the cards to make decisions on your life. You shouldn't be doing this.
I mean, it's probably gonna take a little time before I trust you again, Blizzard, but I definitely believe you.
Why is that? Please tell me.
You don't know why?
Why don't you trust me anymore? It's because of the things I said about your intelligence.
It's about the fact that as soon as Jannar gets broken, you want to fix him. It's like you think Jannar is no longer worth anything now that... But I'll show you, Jannar is still a valuable member of party even though he's dumber. But you think Jannar needs fixing.
Yes,
you
I do.
You think
I do.
intelligence is so big problem, Jannar needs to fix it, but...
Absolutely, I do.
Yes, but... It's
I
like...
don't think you're less valuable since you're dumber, but I think it's a problem that should be fixed.
Well, if I have sword and sword gets broken, then sword is less valuable and I want to fix it to make it more valuable again.
Yes.
You don't fix something that's as valuable as it was before, because then it doesn't matter if you fix it. So you think I'm less valuable now.
No, but it's a problem that could be fixed and improve you.
But it does not matter. You have support of Sarenrae.
It
I
does
believe
matter. Actually, Jannar, it does really matter. It can affect you as a being.
Yeah, I believe you, Bizarre.
That's good.
I will stay away from magic.
That's good.
So he
All right.
still moves up to.
Yeah,
to,
I was asking Bazaar if he had any opinion on like the card situation, but like when he threw it away. But I guess
Threw it away. I didn't.
gotta
catch
pay
that.
attention, boy.
But it disappeared.
No, pay attention. It disappeared. The cards disappeared
we
for
sure?
Jinar.
Are we sure I'm the one with low intelligence?
Yeah.
You guys still see it.
no.
Jinar chucked it
Are we
behind
convinced
him.
it's my character?
I remember. I say.
It's only the narwhal.
That's his defense mechanism.
Yeah,
guy
just turning
self.
into a
It's
narwhal.
time to go full retard.
You know, it's not that Jinar doesn't believe, but he just finds it very strange that Sarenrae would be against magic. So he's gonna take 20 on another religion to see if, is she really against magic?
She is, Dinar. She is.
Yeah, Jinar's gonna meditate.
He's a cleric.
Take 20 as a standard action because of his lore master skill.
Oh shit, forgot. You know what? You know that Sarenrae is not against magic, but she's against evil and chaos. So maybe Bazaar worded it wrong, but you think that it's maybe more about the item being chaotic in some way.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
So it could just be Bazaar phrasing it wrong. Is what you think?
It's probably just bizarre being done, as always.
But yeah, what did
Equals me dumb.
did Bazaar have any comments on like him chucking it back and then Lila picking it up and BB wanted it? Bah, 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 bah. That's what I was trying to get, you know. Or is he just watching?
Suppose he's just watching.
I guess Bazaar is just watching.
Sorry. My mic is. I'm always forgetting that I'm on push to talk. Yeah. What did you say again?
Does Bazaar have any comments or opinion on like BB wanting the deck and Lila taking it for research?
No, not at all.
Okay. Now BB, what do you do?
They just walk up to Lila and just quietly go,
Look, I don't think it's worth it researching this thing. I think we just need to hide it away. I'm the least likely person to actually use that thing. I think I should have it. It's definitely best for us to keep it with us, because what if someone else picks it up? At least we know what it does. But that still doesn't mean that we should research more on that thing. It's clearly very chaotic. I think
No.
it's best kept protected.
And that's what I intend to do.
Listen, whatever research gonna come out of that thing, it's not gonna be good. It doesn't matter if it could potentially fix Jannar. He's doing it his way, and there's no way you could convince him otherwise. There's no point. It's just dangerous.
I know Jannar what he wants. I'm doing this for spread awareness.
Spread
Seems-
awareness that there's a super dangerous artifact that you can just come and get. Look, this should be hidden away.
Then people might get curious about the lore.
Lore? Who cares about lore? That thing's definitely gonna kill someone.
Well,
Probably
far.
has. Killed so many people. That's some weird chaotic artifact. I don't even know where it came from.
neither do I, but doesn't help tucking it away.
No, we're not gonna huck it away. I should have it. because I'm the least likely to actually care about it. Look, it's fine if you're curious. It's fine, but you could seriously harm someone with this thing. So please keep your hypotheses to yourself. Sure, play around with the ideas in your head, just don't covet this thing. It's these kinds of things that end up ruining lives.
I've seen that.
Yeah. You've seen what happens to Jannar. Do not do any research on that thing. It's best kept with someone who has no idea what they're doing, who also knows the danger. I would never think of drawing anything from that thing after seeing what happened to Jannar.
And then what does happen if we all disappear and we let it be? Someone else will pick it up without knowing. We all, everyone who going to be the next one picking up this item
It's literally
might
my
be the victim like Jannar was.
It's literally my point. If I have it, that's not likely to happen.
But you don't live forever, neither do I. We need
I think
to spread awareness.
No, you shouldn't spread awareness of some weird artifact. This thing should be kept locked away far, far away from anyone. And right now, it's safest with me.
I agree, actually.
I don't want it to stay with us, but I believe that I have the best shot at actually getting this thing to a place that no one's ever gonna find.
Yeah, listen to him.
You'll have to trust me on this one.
You don't understand.
Don't
Without knowledge, how are we supposed to?
How are you gonna get
Say-
knowledge from that thing? It's a deck of cards. The only way to research it is to draw things from it.
There might be books. There might be other stuff to
Yeah, but
help
you
with
don't
it.
need it in your inventory. If you want looking for books, we're still gonna have it with us. But it's best kept safe with me because, well, you're so curious. You're probably gonna get tempted and pull one of the cards. This is not me trying to be mean. It's me thinking always the most probable thing to happen. You're so inquisitive. Something like that's bound to happen eventually. It could deceive you. What if it's cursed? I mean, it's definitely cursed. What if it tries to lull you and charm you into drawing it?
Fuck.
Don't swear, that's not Christian.
BB says.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello. We can hear you.
Hello.
Okay. Now I can hear you all.
What was the last thing you heard?
I heard it can deceive you and then
Yeah.
cut.
It could probably... It will probably deceive you into pulling one of the cards. Your curiosity is gonna get the better of you. I think it's safer with me.
Yeah, listen to him, Lila.
Maybe it's hard to believe. I know we talked a lot about us, but you know, after what you did with remains of someone passed, making soup out of it, it's how am I supposed to believe you?
Yeah, we did that. I had to do that a lot. We didn't really have a lot to eat. Me and the boys. I don't know any human customs. I don't know anything about you guys. But what I do know is that cursed items need to be stowed away. Far away from where anyone can find it. Far away from where it can corrupt anyone.
Yeah. Shouldn't bring up past actions too, Lila. It doesn't matter now.
I
I actually think it's
know
right.
what these kinds of things can do. I come from demon country, for God's sake.
You're from Texas?
Yeah.
Bruh.
BB's from
From
Texas.
Florida.
Howdy, fella! Fella Texan, y'all! How do you do? No. And us, no. what demons and daemons and what they can do. I know the problem, baby, but listen. So far, I've been most responsible right now.
Look,
Gathering us to the direction we're supposed to be investigating. We all been running around doing nothing.
BB looks to
Trying to get a goblin we didn't even need.
What is it,
think-
BB?
he's being rather greedy about this.
She? Yeah.
Could it be that you think the cards actually try to corrupt the person holding, try to charm him into drawing it? Because it seems like Lila's getting real defensive.
I think she's just really curious. She likes to know a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
That's why it's so dangerous. Some things are best left unknown.
Lila, you should actually listen to him this time. I think he's pretty reasonable when it comes to that. I'm not sure. I don't think he will touch it. Yeah, you should really listen to him this time. Shouldn't be really, what's it called? Do scientific research on that thing. We'll just end up in. It would just be a mistake. Take that from me and BB.
All I'm saying, out of character, is that I'm a halfling, and we've all seen Lord of the Rings.
Bro.
You know?
I won't use the deck unless there are Nazguls after me.
Yeah.
Of course.
So if the Shadowmen come, I'm gonna draw one immediately.
Blizzard, I would like to agree, but I don't see any good explanation for one of y'all having it.
Explanation? It's demonic.
Of
It almost ruined Janar's life.
And
Why
what
would you want to
happened?
research it? Why? Just why? What's the reason?
Why did it happen then?
As soon as you
Because-
said it almost ruined Janar's life, you can just sort of see him dancing around in the background and humming to himself. He's really happy.
Look at him. He's retarded, man.
He's so happy.
Blizzard.
Yeah.
And that's what happened if you don't know what the consequences are.
Why should we know?
Find out.
BB's just looking.
Because I know someone took a consequence. And it led that man.
Lila,
That
I'm
led
not
that
gonna try to
man
negotiate anymore. Okay.
into
This
disappointment.
thing's clearly already working on you. I'm sorry, but
I think you're speaking with your personal reference right now.
I think it's best for everyone if you just give it to me right now. And if you don't, I might have to take it by force.
I don't trust you. I don't trust you, baby.
Look,
What
Lila,
are you saying? We all trust each other, right? We're a group.
I trust everyone, but with this, y'all don't understand what's happening.
I do understand.
You don't understand without knowing what's the.
How are you gonna find that out anyway? What, are you just gonna stumble upon some magical fucking book about this unknown artifact? No. No one knows. That thing is gonna corrupt you.
Yeah, it's not our responsibility, Lila.
The best
It
thing
is.
you can do is keep it away from others.
Well, so far, we've done some research. We do know what happened to Jannar. We don't know else what will happen to others.
Yeah, let's not find out, shall we? Let's keep this thing far away from anyone. Or anything.
Yeah, and the one person I'm going to keep it far away from is Oldir. I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk it.
And it's settled then. Let's just keep it away. It's sorry, Lala, but it's literally stupid to research this that we
This
can't control.
needs to be held safe, and I don't trust your curiosity.
I'm sorry. I know that we've been in a group and all, BB, but why should we give it to you? Why can't we just toss it?
Because I'm the least likely to actually care about that thing, and if we toss it, well, someone else is gonna pick it up, and it's just gonna keep doing. Well, he looks at Dinar.
Jinar has overheard this conversation and now, well, you know, I can't see the cards, so I guess they're still there for you guys, but I can't see them, so why don't I carry it? I can't pull one.
I won't be able to sleep if you keep it, Janar.
To be honest, why don't you have it, Chinar? I don't think any one of us probably, even though you don't see them, you say?
Jinar literally like puts his hand inside the pouch, totally revealing that there's nothing in there for him. Like the illusion is gone.
You see Jinar like just put his hand through the card. Like
Careful there.
Like they're just forming around his hand, like it's an illusion.
There's nothing here. The magic is gone for me.
Oh my god. What should I do? Alright, I'm gonna make a sort of a leader position here.
That's right.
And I'm gonna say that I think it's most reasonable for BB to take it. But I will have a really close eye. Alright?
I'm gonna draw a card.
I disagree.
Jinar looks at BB and he says, "Did you know there were cards in it when you asked me?"
I knew that was the thing ruining you.
You didn't answer my question. Did you see there were still cards in it when you asked for it? If you could have it.
That's why I want it. So I can keep it away from others.
I got a nat 20 on my sense motive check.
Telling the complete truth.
So yes,
BB has an alternative
that
motive.
Okay.
the answer is yes.
Okay, I look at Blazar and I look at Lila, and I say, I might not be as smart, but I know BB. He's telling the truth. I trust him. With not only my life, but everyone else's. You take it, BB.
Oh,
Shush, Blazar. Blazar, shush now. Shaw. We have to go now, Blazar. Too much leader talk. Too much research talk. We have to go now. We have a quest to complete.
Alright, while we go, can I do a detective thoughts? Just quickly.
Yes.
On BB.
Yeah.
Is it really trustful with this?
By the way, baby, did you have any other intentions? Because like, does BB have like the character have any other intentions?
Well,
Does he have any?
so far,
Does he have any intentions to draw it?
so far,
Wanting to draw it. At
BB
least.
character has always done things, even if they were stupid, in
Mhm.
order to appease his newfound friends. And even if it seems sketchy that I really want this, BB probably would seem sketchy thinking this. He cares about nothing other than keeping everyone safe.
Yeah, I'm just asking because his sense of motive was. So I'm just asking if there was any other motive to it.
No other motives.
No, okay.
I simply.
Also, why are we listening to The Greatest Showman right now?
I don't know. It's in the playlist.
Is that up to me? No one can change.
That kind of fits, okay? Kind of fits.
I think that's the next thought.
Yeah,
That
throw
you won't do
a.
anything.
Maybe thinking about chicken McNuggies.
Like,
Yeah,
you can cast the detect thoughts.
I can't cast it, but I would. Let's just say I casted it. I know it will be safe.
Wait, why can't you cast it? What?
I'm not sure.
BB wants to get home, so his mommy can make him some dino nuggets.
Yeah, some fantasy chicken McTendies.
It doesn't matter though. I let's say I cast it, and I know now.
Let's just say I do it.
What? There's a saving throw. BB.
There's literally a saving throw. You can't just say you're gonna do it.
Will say BB.
Come on, let's just say.
No, I'm allowing it. I see no reason.
You're allowing him.
Yeah.
Okay. What is BB like from taking the pack? What is BB thinking?
From taking the pack,
Because you're allowing him to take the pack, Lila, or Lila?
Well, technically, I was like Jannar was holding it last because
sorry.
Jannar picked it up to show there was nothing in it, so he took it from Lala.
Oh no, you just put your hands through it. That
Lila has a hard time and wants to spread their awareness so people know the consequence. Because she knows what unknowing people usually do. They do stuff they without knowing, they test out and then oh that happened. And Lila having hunch. Well, baby, if your intentions are true, because seems I'm out of anyone. I give it to you, but I'll do what I can to find out what's real about these cards.
Very well. Just don't do anything stupid, okay?
I'll make sure.
Okay,
And
so as he grabs the deck of funky stuff, I suppose this is where my thoughts.
that's
would
where
be
that's
most-
where he starts the defect faults.
Yeah, the only thing going through my mind at that point is, of course, fantasy chicken McNuggies, but also,
Thank God. He's safe. She's safe. Everyone's safe.
Nice smirk.
Do
I
you
feel
do you-
much more safe.
do you maintain it, or do you just drop it right there? You can maintain it for like 8 minutes.
I'll drop it actually.
Okay. As you flip a copper piece, dissipate. And so, roll one heads into the forest, heading where?
Through the caves.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot. Something else that was found in the rubble when you were scouting. Lila, you found a map.
A map.
Which has this kind of U shape with X's. 5 of them. And take a survival, I would say.
Let me just write down map. There we go. And now I can do a survival.
Can we aid Lila?
This is like this is as soon as she gets the map. Like we're just a little bit back in time.
Can I take a 20?
Yeah. Or
Since some time has passed?
yeah. You guess that this is a map over the surrounding nature area of some sort. Like it's a U shape, which you think signifies the mountains, but you can see it's like formed in a. It's like, and there you see some like bad written forests, and the X's has like these A's without the line on them above them. So as you're like deciding to go towards you, and Bazaar says the caves, you remember the map.
Oh, I show the map to them, or Lazar.
And Bazaar, memories actually start coming back. As this looks familiarly odd. Again, you can throw an intelligence. The DC is not high. For the love of God. Yeah, oh. You remember this exact map. It's the same map you and Ace and Greyhand and Forgrim used to get to the caves. Or Ace at least used. But you were like the map reader.
Alright.
And you're like, this is a very bad copy, but it's a lead of where the caves are and how to go find them. And
Can I point the direction?
yeah, you're beginning to like backtrack, but you know that you can cut straight ahead to spare time. It's more dangerous. According to Ace, at least. Or you can follow the cave route.
I will lead the group to follow the cave route.
Now you know the cave route is gonna take about 5 days extra.
Oh, sheesh.
And you know that the fortress is at the last cave. Like it's a straight line there.
Alright, I really want to take the fast route, but I know everyone's going to be really angry
But
if I do.
but on this map, it's also a kind of line going, like it follows the caves, but as soon as you get to the second cave, it kind of just goes a little bit to the left, and then to like straight ahead. And a little bit left and then down, or like to the right, and then kind of ends at the last cave. So you have 3 paths: the unknown route, or the 2 known routes. The fast one, which you use to get back, or the cave route.
Shit.
But I think that choice can be made in the next session, because this is where we're gonna end off this one.
I guess I'm time to think. I guess.
Before we go, BB draws the deck.
Bruh.
He does.
Not just a card, but the entire deck.
Yeah, every single card. I draw them all.
You draw them all?
Yeah. No.
You actually believed him?
I mean, you can, but Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Definitely kill me.
I mean, if you're lucky enough, you could technically survive everything.
I mean, I thought I was the stupid one, but it turns out the DM is.
Yeah, no, is BB actually gonna draw?
No.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20 on my sense motive with the added bonuses from
Yeah,
the
but
crown.
this is
And Blizzard detected his thoughts, and they all were like, BB's not gonna draw through the card.
I'm just fucking with you.
Of course he's not gonna draw the card.
I'm just fucking with you, okay? But yeah, no.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. You're just fucking with us, yeah.
Thank you everybody for
Nice save.
In lore, draw the card anymore because of that.
We have 6 viewers. It's pretty good.
Do we?
Oh yeah, and another thing. On the map, in the middle part like to the right of the first cave, there's a small circle, but you don't know what it means. Or you know kind of what it means, but you're quite unsure. But we can pick that up in the next session.
Alright.
Thank you everybody for watching. This has been a little bit more lore session. Hope it was fun. And yeah. Next episode is episode 40, boys. 40. Sheesh.
That's actually huge.
Hell yeah.
And no one's died yet.
And no one's died yet. Haha. Yeah, no. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bing chilling.
Bye.